So anyway, basically what I'm doing is I'm whittling my report down to what's actually on surveillance and what I've actually elicited, the confessions I've gotten, I'm just going to call them confessions. They've implicated themselves, actions that have implicated them. And but in my initial report to dispatch is just going to be reporting these spectacular fucking morons for impersonating law enforcement. And of course, the next question is, why would so many morons be doing something so stupid? So I'm going to go ahead and answer that and get it on the record by saying I have spectacular morons impersonating law enforcement. I don't know them individually. I know, based on what they've told me, they're getting illegal kickbacks from various outreach contractors. Then let dispatch probe from there. I don't know what dispatch, every dispatcher's different. They may refer it over to an officer. An officer may call me or an officer may not. Officer may just refer it to outreach. I may get a call from outreach the next day. If I get a call from outreach, I'm going to say the same thing. And if for you dipshits at outreach, state police are going to be listening in real time to that call. And if you do this ho-hum, well, we really need to meet, I can't make a referral unless I talk to you and get more information. Bullshit. I will remind you on the record that Mike Goslin already did an interview and implicated you in crimes that Economic Services and I were mandated to report because somebody affiliated with Outreach went online, pretended to be me, got Vermont Medicaid in my name, lied, committed perjury on the application, forged my signature, and then cooked up 2 sets of medical records when I'm not their patient. They've got no signed consent to treat. And this is related to that investigation because these morons impersonating police admit to working for Dr. Lincoln and Paul, who was a police officer. I don't know if he worked at Burlington PD or where. So you're conflicted. You don't have a choice. You can choose not to make the referral and implicate yourself further, or you can bite the bullet and make the referral. Either way, you're up shit's creek. I can't help you, but no, I'm not meeting with you in person. Don't get slick. And if they say, oh, well, you're not cooperating, whatever, tell the police I refuse to cooperate. That's exactly what they want you to do, you stupid motherfuckers. They want you to do the same shit that motherfucker did down, that asinine social worker at BPD did. Making sure I wouldn't do a proper evaluation to figure out where she needed to refer me. Oh, you're going to talk to McAfee or nobody at all. No, as a victim of these crimes, I get to talk to whoever I'm comfortable with. And when I've got Officer Goslin on a recording saying, you're the problem, no, fuck, I don't have to limit myself to talking to you. It's a sealed investigation. So if you're trying to meet with me to get more information, that's called a fishing expedition, which is exactly why you're sending these motherfuckers in the first place, to get information in a sealed investigation on you and your involvement with Epstein and the child trafficking and trafficking me as a kid. Since you're working with my mother and her relatives and my cousin Meredith, who wasn't even fucking born yet, which makes her the most spectacular fucking idiot ever. Most of these motherfuckers have no education at all. Meredith is a fucking college graduate. She was a smart kid, but smart is as smart does. Stupid as a stupid does. She's a stupid fuck. She's throwing her whole life and her family in, shitting out kids left and right. Brand new baby. She's getting ready to fucking look at death row. But again, she's defending child abuse and committing it at the same time. And it's like she doesn't know she has options. That's why I post, contact safe places for them to contact. No, she's bound and determined to show my mongrel ass my place. Which brings me to another reason why outreach. This is not outreach's jurisdiction. The reason why I've been waiting so long to take this approach is because I've been feeling these motherfuckers out rattling their cages and baiting them and getting them to show their consciousness of guilt and their malice and their forethought and their mens rea and whatever the fuck else you need for your prima facie case. Whether it's JAG, whether it's dad needing to defend himself, which he's absolutely entitled to. They know he's an assassin. They know I'm an assassin. That's like setting a big dumpster fire and then jumping into it. I got him on record admitting to working for Trump, admitting to working for... And I don't give a shit if Chad Cronin or the lawyer who defended Moskowitz or Ed McMahon or Judge Hoare swore these motherfuckers in as is paying them through their attorney accounts. That's going to be up to them to answer to that. But somehow I don't think they're allowed to falsify records at hotels and HUD vouchers and work with the landlords to get these people apartments, or promise them their apartments, or promise to give their kids back, or promise them drugs or whatever, to have them use these sophisticated law enforcement techniques to get me into their fucking vehicle, to push drugs to me that I believe are likely infused with lethal doses of fentanyl. How is pushing narcotics onto me legitimate investigative? That's not protected under attorney-client work product. Let's say all these motherfuckers are sworn and immunized by the law office of Chad Cronin or some other lawyer. You have to act in good faith. Trying to get me into a vehicle to kill me or get me out of the Vermont, aka Vermont and New York jurisdiction, so you can kill me or lock me up. That's crime fraud. That means that's your crime fraud. That's I guess they call it the crime fraud exception. When Virginia Piper is trying to convince me that she's not Virginia Piper and sit behind me on a phony ass phone call where everything she says makes zero fucking sense and talking with a different diction and a different tone of voice to try to convince me that she's not her because I got her pictures and posted her as Virginia Piper, my guess is whoever she's telling, my guess is she's a Homeland Security supervisor putting her badge on the sheriff's desk or the police chief's desk, but she ain't telling them she's Virginia G. Piper, daughter of the Goldwaters and part of the Virginia G. Piper Cancer Treatment Center at Honor Health. My guess is she's telling them she's somebody else as a matter of national security, but they already know it's bullshit. So she got nervous and she came in here and did that bullshit, hoping that I would say, oh no, that's not Virginia, that don't sound like her. Then And then she's got some new broad. Well, this broad I videoed at the library the other day. I've seen her before, and we've talked, but it was nothing substantial. That's called grooming. I don't know if she's licensed or not.